What's up everyone? My name's Dustin and this is a plant-based planet. My main goal for this channel was to show everyone how you can take everyday meals that contain meat, dairy, and eggs, veganize them, and still have them look, taste, smell the same, fool all your friends and family. They're actually healthier for you and no animals got used in the process. Today for our first video, we will be making baked chicken taquitos. This is a recipe I got from my dad about 3 years ago, and nobody knows that about a year ago I stopped using real chicken. For this recipe you will need cumin, paprika, seasoning salt, garlic pepper, 1 onion, 2 jalapenos, and any vegan chicken you like. There's tons of brands, some you may like, some you may not. There's even ones I prefer over the others. Find the one you like, stick with it, you can't go wrong. I had actually forgotten the cheese and the tortillas when we showed the ingredients earlier. Okay, steps to making this. Put foil on a pan. Preheat your oven to 400. Cook your chicken in a skillet. Looks just like chicken, don't it? Any oil of your choice. We use sun and coconut. Seasonings in a bowl. The seasonings I showed you earlier. 1 tablespoon garlic pepper, 2 teaspoons seasoning salt, 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon cumin. Got your tortillas, got your cheese, your onion and your jalapenos all chopped up as small as you like. And there's no set amount on the onions and jalapenos. We go way heavier than the recipe calls for. It's really your liking. And a fun fact, if you've got kids in the house like we do, they don't like onions and peppers and spices because they're boring. So what we do is beforehand, we just take the chicken and the cheese, put it on the tortilla, put it to the side. You got your kids' chicken cheese burrito. And then the adults can have the spicy. Once the chicken's ready, throw in the onions and jalapenos and cook that all up. And again, as I said earlier, we go a little heavier with it. If you don't love spicy, then by all means, go reduce it a little bit. I really love spicy to a dangerous level, but I don't want to get emails of people getting sick because it was too spicy for them. So maybe just drop it to 1 jalapeno or even half a jalapeno if you don't want to handle that. And once that is ready to go, take the seasoning, sprinkle that all over everything, stir it up till it's warm, and you're pretty much good to go. And this part really wasn't even in the recipe, we just kind of do it on our own. Kill the heat. Once it's all good to go, we throw a little bit of our cheese. We do a little bit of both, mozzarella and cheddar. We personally use Daya. I've heard a lot of people have negative things to say about it, but again, you have your own. There's lots of preferences and choices. Meats, cheeses, milks, butters, there's a ton of them. And just like with the real meat and the real dairy, there's always going to be something you don't love. You like certain things better than other things. So that doesn't necessarily mean it's gross. It doesn't mean that this isn't as good as normal cheese. It's just different. Every cheese is different. Find the one you like. And here's the final product rolled up. That's for the kiddo. Chicken and cheese only. That's normal. These have sriracha in it for me. Not mandatory, but highly recommended. Into the oven it goes. It's going to do 10 minutes. We take it out, flip it, I add cheese. I'll show you when we get there. Then we do 5 more minutes. But for now we got some time to kill, so let's go see what we can get into. So in addition to these recipes, I want to bring some education and information to each video on veganism, period. But in this first video, I just thought I'd keep it simple and do a basic why I went vegan portion. I've always been a dog lover and cats and most animals and considered myself an animal lover. I've had dogs since I was young. I've always had a dog in my house since I moved out. Right now I've got 3, sometimes more than 3, because we're rescue freaks. If I find them on the street, we bring them in, try to find them a home. If I find them online dying in a shelter, we bring them in, and that's what we've done for years. But I'll always be like, oh, Dustin, Seaweave, you're so good to the animals. Thank you. We need you for the animals. The benefits you do and the money you give for the animals is so nice and generous and awesome. One day I put it together that I'm not doing it for the animals.
And maybe I'm not an animal lover like I said. I'm doing it for the dogs and the cats, but then I come home and I eat a hamburger. Well, that's an animal. How am I an animal lover and people telling me I'm doing such good for the animals when I'm eating some animals? It's something I had to think about, like, hard for a while. And it took me a long time to even do it. I mean, I went vegetarian after months and months of I would feel bad for eating meat, and then I would go a couple weeks, and then I would eat meat, and then I'd feel terrible. All I could do was think about the animal and what treatment it went through. So finally I was like, okay, why do you keep eating? If it makes you sad, if it bugs you, don't eat it. So I went vegetarian, and I kept researching the veganism, and I was vegetarian for probably 2 years, slowly cutting the dairy out more and more. But I realized that I wasn't doing a whole lot of good. The dairy industry's pretty cruel. I don't really eat eggs, but that's not meat, you know? I mean, there's other things going on that's wrong aside from the meat part of it. I wanted to be able to say I love animals because I feel like I am an animal lover. I feel like we all are. That's why all Disney movies are animals. We watch Babe and Finding Nemo and The Lion King. We always root for the animals. We grow up loving animals. And then somewhere along the line, I don't know where we get brainwashed or we grow to think this different way, and it just becomes to where you have dogs and cats and horses and other things very cherry picked, and then other things screw them. They were born that way, so who cares? I researched and looked up cows and pigs and chickens. I noticed they had personality too. I love pigs now. They're dogs basically. So are cows. Chickens are affectionate. I'm learning that fish feel pain and just things that I should have known, but it just didn't register to me. They weren't dogs and cats, and those are the animals that matter, I guess, for some reason. So 6 months ago, roughly, I dropped all the dairy and everything, and I'm 100% vegan now. Days after I did that, my sinuses went away that I've had my whole life. My skin cleared up. My energy level went up. The weight was just falling off. I've now lost over 50 pounds. I mean, the benefits, I don't even have long enough to sit here and name them all. Mentally now I'm at a better place because when I finish my meal, I know that nothing screamed or had its throat slit or was terrified. And there's also people who say when you put that stuff in you, that fear and that terror that they were feeling, and then the death, you're putting that bad karma, that bad energy in you. And I don't know. I don't know how much I believe stuff like that, but I will admit I do feel different mentally. I'm less stressed. Like, my whole life has changed over these last 6 months. And maybe it is from putting in that bad energy. I don't know exactly, but there's a lot of myths out there about veganism. I've never been more healthy in my life. You can get all the nutrients you need. It's extremely healthy. That's why hospitals and doctors are starting to promote it and lean towards it. You can get your protein. Just, we've got to stop believing all these lies and myths. Like I always say, I'm not trying to push my ways on anybody, but I ask people to just think. If you love dogs and you got dogs at home and they're the world to you, and you get home and they jump all over you, and that keeps you happy. You think about them. We miss our dogs. They're like family members. And then you put a pig on your plate or a cow on your plate. Like, why are they any different? They had a mom they wanted to be with. They want to live. They have a heartbeat. They have eyeballs. It's no different. So I think we need to think about it. We've been a little desensitized, and we just need to give every animal a chance. It's pretty wrong to say, oh, you were born that way. Screw you. I eat the same food, same meals every day. Nothing changed. I make the same grocery list I always did, just veganized now. And that's what this channel's for, and I'm hoping to show people, oh my gosh, it's so easy to eat awesome food and be vegan. It's not salad and tofu and water and green juice or whatever people think it is. You can have awesome stuff and you can be compassionate. Not to mention it's better for the planet. I'll get into that in a later video, but there's many reasons for that. Which is kind of why I'll never understand why people are so mean to vegans. I mean, I see so much hate to vegans, and they're just really wanting animals to live and people to be healthier and the planet to be a little bit better and everyone to be a little more peaceful. I just don't see the hate. Like, I can't even imagine battle rapping a vegan, I mean, it'd be like...
I was always told we needed animal products to live, so you shouldn't be alive, but here you are, clearly standing in front of me, so maybe that's a lie. But yeah, I'm about to get so mean. I mean, you do kind of have muscles, though, so somehow you're getting your protein. But I love bacon and milk. Oh, I hope those animals felt so much pain. Oh, but if anyone hurts my dog or cat, that really wouldn't be okay. Okay, no, but hey, Mr. Crazy Extreme Vegan, you make me sick, damn it. Trying to keep my kids healthy and peaceful on a thriving planet. Damn it! Okay. I really wanted to hate you, but after milling this all over, maybe I should just thank you.
So that's why I went vegan. I just put the connection that all animals deserve a chance just as much as the 3 dogs and 1 cat in my house that I love like family members. So I just asked everyone to just put a little more thought into it. I'm not shoving my ways. I'm not saying that you suck if you eat meat. A lot of people I know eat meat. I eat meat. I eat dairy. I mean, I know. I get it. I'm just showing you that we can still eat meat, just made from plants. It's more compassionate, it's friendlier, better for the planet, blah, 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 blah. 10 minutes went by, took them out, rotated them, aka flipped them over, added some cheese, and now they're going back in for another 5. And here we have the final product right out the oven. And I went ahead and cut one in half just to show everybody the inside. Chicken cheese, I mean, it looks like it normally would. And see how the cheese stretches? See, I've heard people say that vegan cheese doesn't melt or stretch. It does. So that's the first episode, Baked Chicken Taquitos. Please try these at home. I promise you and everybody will love them. We're about to tear these up right now. So until then, I'll see you next time on a plant-based planet. If you can eat the same but more humane, why not? Today will be... So somehow you're getting that protein, but no, okay. Alright. Okay. Damn, I forgot the third part. I really did forget the third part.
So
if anyone hurt my dog or cat, that actually wouldn't be okay. No, but hey, you crazy extreme loser.
oh my god, that was good if you just kept on course. you loser extreme.